is the lowest weight of the prep, boys? 77.1. Let's go, let's go. It's time to get dressed because today we're gonna have a cheat day, and I'm gonna count my macros for you guys today as well, what we're dropping and all that. Okay, so let's get the day started. So, as promised, I'm going to show you guys in terms of how we're going to play with our calories right now, because I've not really hit a plateau, to be honest with you, but my weight loss has not really been going down. As you guys saw at the start of the prep, we were literally at about, I think it was 78 or 77.5. Today we hit our new all-time low, 77.1 kilos. I am body recompositioning, like I did mention to you guys, trying to put on some muscle mass at the same time, losing body fat at the same time. It's very, very possible, like I've told you guys before. Especially if you're a beginner, you're starting out after a long time, like if you've stopped previously as well, if you've had injuries and you've dropped the muscle mass and you start training again, those are all reasons where you can put on muscle and lose fat at the same time. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys in terms of the calories. Now you guys can see I got the whiteboard out, bruh. Okay, so first of all, energy and calorie deficit. When it comes to fat loss, guys, there is no other way around it. Literally, the only way to really lose or drop body fat levels is through a deficit. Okay, now what does an energy or caloric deficit means? For example, right now I'm going to use my stats as an example for you guys. So right now you can see right here, I hope you guys can see that. Okay, 2,422 calories right here. That is my maintenance. That means I am required to eat this amount of calories within a day to maintain my weight. I showed you guys in episode 1 how to calculate this. I'm going to put a link up here for you guys to check it out if you're wondering how to calculate what your maintenance is. Okay, that is step 1. So within the first episode, I showed you guys that I will be having a deficit of 2,222 calories. Okay, so right here, this gap in between, this is the deficit. Okay, please apologize my writing here, I'm trying to alright. So yeah, this is my deficit right here. So this deficit from 2,422 to 2,222, that's a 200 calorie deficit right there. Okay, so I'm already in a deficit right now. Hence this whole past 10 weeks of me dieting, I have been in a 200 deficit. Alright, now when it comes to calorie consumption, how do you go in a deficit? Very simple. It's all about input, literally input over here, versus output. Input is what you consume, what you eat on a daily basis. Output is what you burn. Now that is what creates the deficit for you. For example, right now, let's just say my caloric maintenance is 2,422, right? So if I consume more than this, let's just say if I was consuming 2,600 calories, for example, that will put me in a deficit of almost 200 calories again. Sorry, in a surplus of 200 calories. So because I'm in a surplus of 200 plus calories, what's going to happen? I'm going to be gaining weight over time. It happens over time. It's not going to happen overnight. It happens over time. Now, if you're someone who's bulking and looking to put on size, that's what you should be doing. If you're someone who's dieting, you should be in a deficit, alright? Same thing. Now, there's 2 ways I can go around it right now. I'm about to drop my caloric intake for the first time this entire prep, guys, alright? For the first time this entire prep. So I've decided to drop by 200 calories. So we're gonna go at 2... Okay, my 2 looks bad. 2,022. Hope you guys can see that, okay? 2,022 calories. So this puts me in another 200 deficit right here. I'm gonna write it for you guys here. I hope you guys can see it, okay? Another 200 deficit. Hence, from my maintenance now, I'm in a total of 400 calories of a deficit right now. I have 2 options to play this. One is if I drop it from 2,222 to 2,022 instead, or the other option would be actually to increase my output, which is here. Alright, that means I have to burn more. Now, what are the options that you can have if you want to burn more? For example, I can start incorporating cardio into my cut. Like literally, as of now, for the first 10 weeks, I've not done a single minute of cardio on the treadmill whatsoever. So when it comes to burning more calories, you can do it in multiple ways. Literally, when it comes to cardio, you can literally do on treadmill. You can go for runs or jogs around the park. You can literally start incorporating maybe other kind of forms of activity like swimming, badminton, futsal, football, all these things. But if this is something you have already been doing all this while, it is considered as a norm in your body because we've already calculated in your maintenance based on your activity levels. But if it's something you've not been doing all this while and you decide, okay, I want to increase my output, I want to burn more calories. Because if you're going to burn more, guys, what's going to happen is, let's just say I start doing treadmill every day and I decide to maybe just do about a 20-minute, 30-minute jog, I'll be probably burning about 200, 300 calories. Now, because I am burning that 200, 300 calories, that will basically put me in a deficit of 200, 300. Does that make sense to you guys? For example, let's just say right now, I'm still consuming my 2,222. Let's just say, okay? And I start doing treadmill every single day and I burn 200, 200. So it's me burning additional 200 calories every day. That's going to put me in an additional deficit. And instead of me eating lesser by another 200 and putting me at 2022, I could just burn more instead, alright? So that's an option I have right now, but I am deciding to actually drop my calories instead. So this is how I'm going to play about it. Very simple. I'm going to share with you guys, like I said, keeping it super transparent with y'all. First things first, I hope you guys can see that, okay? We're going to drop these calories to 2022. That's my first game plan right now. So that's what we're going to do. Now, once we hit a plateau again, which I'm going to probably go back and check maybe 4 weeks from now, once we're in week 14 for example, and if my body weight is not dropping, or for example if my body fat levels are not dropping and I'm not getting leaner, that's when we're going to start incorporating cardio. Now this is something more towards my own personal choice and opinion. Like literally, I'm not really someone who really enjoys cardio as well, but it can be extremely beneficial. Do you need to do cardio to lose body fat? No. You need to be in an energy deficit, guys. That's how it works. You need to be in an energy deficit. That's how it works, literally. Okay, there's no way around it. You don't need, or cardio is not compulsory for fat loss. It does not work like that. Cardio is great for improving your lung capacity. It's great for your cardiovascular strength. It's great for stamina levels, okay? But you don't need it for fat loss, alright? Like I'm telling you guys right now, you can either drop your food intake or you increase your output instead. So you either reduce your input, how much you're eating, or you increase your output. It's as simple as that. Now, of course, once you go to a certain level of calorie consumption, if you're going like 1,005, 1,004, 1,003, depending on your body weight levels and all that, that's you basically putting your body into a starvation mode, and you don't want that. That's when you want to be increasing your output. But right now, if you guys are dieting, your calories are pretty high and you feel like, you know what, I can cut a bit of carbs, I can cut a bit of this and that, then go ahead and drop your input instead. So that's what I'm doing. So me dropping my calories, what part of my macros am I actually dropping? So this is what I'm going to do. Your protein, I'm going to put it as P right here for you guys. Your protein, my protein intake is 173 grams. Alright, I've kept this fixed throughout my entire cut. I have gone like in a range of like 170 to 180 grams, but you always want to keep your protein fixed. So what are you going to drop? Well, you have your carbs, you have your fat, right? You can drop either one of these guys, okay? It's completely up to you. Now, for me personally, I'm going to keep my fat intake a bit high because I love having my eggs, I love having basically like a French toast and all that in my diet, so I'm not really going to cut my fat off. I'm going to keep that pretty high. So my fat intake is still going to be 60 grams, okay? So how are you going to calculate your carb intake? Pretty simple. 173. Go back to episode 1, guys. The basics, the fundamentals are all there. 173 grams. 1 gram of protein is 4 calories. Multiply it with 4. 1 gram of fat is 9 calories. Multiply it with 9. And then you're going to get the numbers here. These two numbers, okay, let me do the maths for you guys right now. Okay, just give me a second. Ah, yeah. $173 times 4 is 692 calories, guys, okay? And for fat, okay, if you guys can't see this, I'm going to put it up on the screen for y'all, okay? So it's easier, but 60 times 9, pretty simple maths, 540. Alright, so you got 540 over there, you've got 692. So you're going to add these two up, alright? So 692 plus 540 is going to give you 1,232 calories, okay? Now, what are you going to do? You're going to take this deficit. Right now, we are in 2022. You're going to minus with the number we got from adding these two up, which is 1,232. Okay, so it's going to be 790 calories for your carbs. Your carbs, I'm going to write it for you guys over here, okay? For your carbs, it's going to be 790 calories. 1 gram of carb is basically 4 calories. So what you're going to do, you want to just divide this with 4. Simple as that. So 790 divided by 4, you're going to get 197.5 grams of carbs. That's how you get your new carb intake. So my new carb intake right now, because at a 0.5, I'm just going to make it 198 or 197. So somewhere around there. But this is how we're going to go by it right now, okay? So the protein intake, my new macros are going to be 173 grams of protein, 197 to 198 grams of carbs, 60 grams of fat, alright? So you want to keep your protein fixed. Again, you can choose to actually drop your fat instead and maintain your carbs. It's up to you how you want to play around your diet. And again, this will come and take into effect once you start your diet back, right? What you're going to do is, okay, for example, tomorrow for me is going to be week 11 to the diet. how it's going to work is pretty simple. I'm going to start incorporating these numbers in. And how are you going to see the results? You got to give your body some time to respond. Normally within a week or two, your body will start responding. For some people it's faster, some people it's slower. It really depends on your body type. It depends on how your metabolism is. It depends on honestly, it really depends on your body. Some people respond faster, some people respond a bit slower. Okay, but that does not mean that whatever you're doing is wrong. You got to give it time, guys, alright? When it comes to fat loss, when it comes to quality weight gain, aka muscle mass, it all takes time. Alright, and we're doing it in a very proper, gradual manner because we don't want to be too aggressive right now. Like I've told you guys before as well, I'm not trying to like drop body fat or drop weight like super aggressively because I'm trying to hold that muscle. I'm trying to build that muscle mass. And at the end of the day, always remember this. You shredding down is one thing, alright, but you want to be able to have and hold that foundation. If you don't have the foundation and you're just trying to lose fat for the sake of losing fat, it comes down to you. I'm not going to be happy with how I look. I don't really want to be looking like two twigs. Right now, I'm already looking like a twig, you know. I'm feeling super skinny just by cutting down my body fat levels, right? But it is what it is. That's just how the shredding process works. This works for all genders, males, females, whatever gender you are. It works for everyone. It's the same. It's the same for all of us. There's no way around it. Always remember, for fat loss, no pill is going to get you there. No detox drink is going to get you there. There's no way. There's no such thing, alright? The only way is through deficit. This is based on science. I'm not making this up. This is based on science. That's how a deficit works, alright? So, that's how you do it, guys. Like I told you guys, just a small little recap for y'all. My maintenance is 2,422. Within the first week itself, we decided to go at a 2,222, which put me in a 200 calorie deficit. Alright, now after 10 weeks of dieting, we have decided to drop it to 2,022. Hence, my entire deficit right now is 400 calories. So you're gonna ask me probably, Kirtan, why do we need to drop your calories when you've already dropped it in the first place? Because there is something called metabolism adaptation. Your body's metabolism will adapt to whatever you're doing. For example, one of the best things I love like explaining to my clients, you know how you want to wake up at 6 AM every day? At the start, it's going to be tough because your body clock is such, right? You're going to have to set alarm. But after 2 weeks of you waking up 6 AM every day, your body clock is set to that because your body adapts. Our human body is so complex, it's so insane. It adapts to everything that we do in this life. Everything. Same thing with your metabolism as well. It will adapt as well, alright? So you want to be dropping those calories, or you can increase your output, like I said, cardio and all that. Always remember, use cardio as a tool for fat loss. Don't depend on it for fat loss. Use it as a tool. When you know, okay, I don't want to drop my food anymore, so I want to increase my output, go ahead and do cardio instead. Completely up to you. For the time being, how I'm going about this right now, I'm dropping my calories. Once I start incorporating cardio, you guys will be the first to know. Alright? So yeah, I hope you guys got that part. If you guys really enjoyed the video, man, give the video a thumbs up, guys, okay? Because I think the next one I want to do is probably another full day of eating since we're dropping the calories. And the previous full day of eating was just so up and down. And my food intake has like completely switched up. Like my food intake is so proper right now, so I really want to share that with you guys and my timetable and all that. So in terms of how I'm eating and all that, so let's get this video to 100 likes, guys. If you guys get this video to 100 likes, we will do a full day of eating, a proper one and everything like that, alright, together incorporated with a new caloric and macro intake, okay? So like I said, protein intake stays the same. You can either manipulate your carbs or your fats, completely up to you. Do you want, or it comes down to your personal preference, because you would want to make a diet that revolves around your lifestyle so that you like it. If you hate it, it's easy to point fingers and to blame everyone and to give excuses that, you know, sounds best to yourself, and then you just stop it. You want to basically find something that is sustainable for you. That's the key here. If you like a high fat diet, maintain your fat, drop your carbs. If you prefer a high carb diet, maintain your carbs, drop your fat. Completely up to you. Keep your protein fixed. Simple as that. Protein 0.8 grams to 1.2 grams of gram per pound of your body weight. I go with 1 gram per pound. Simple. We keep it simple. Alright, that's it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a much more educational one. And again, if you guys enjoyed the video, do give the video a thumbs up, brah. Alright, and subscribe if you haven't, because dude, we've got so much more content. We're just getting started. Even though we're 10 weeks in, this is literally already episode 15, I think. But we are literally just getting started, man. Alright, I've got so much of things to update you guys on. And like in terms of like, dude, I can't share it right now. But for the time being, this is what it is. And we're gonna keep going, bro. Yeah. I'll do a full physique update on week 12. And we'll see how it's looking back, then. But for now, baby steps, man. So yeah, hope you guys are killing it. If you're dieting right now, trust the process. Trust the process. You guys saw, within the first 4 weeks, there was not much changes. After 5th, 6th, 7th week, my entire physique started changing, even though my weight was not dropping. Use my physique as an example as well. For example, like, you know, people get so stressed when they see the numbers don't really drop, but it's not really just about the weight. on the scale. Like I told you guys, the weight is so subjective. It composes of your muscle, your body fat. Just because your weight went up does not mean you put on fat. You could have put on muscle, correct? So don't just get too caught up in the weight. Do measurements in your bodies, right? For example, you checking the inches on your arms, legs, hips, whatnot. Pictures, videos, how you feel in your clothes. All these are great indicators in terms of fat loss, alright? So yeah guys, hope you guys enjoyed that one, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the information, man, alright? And I'll see you guys in the next one.